Y'all were extra supportive last week, so I'm back with another crazy funny long prank. Tickle that like button down below to show me your support for this longer content. This is a prank to JP from Healthy Junk Food's mom. He runs a popular food channel here on YouTube. I'm calling his mom from the Motion Picture Association of America, claiming that he was illegally pirating movies back in 1998. And now that he's successful in making some money on YouTube, we want to collect our fees for the copyright infringement. His mom has the most amazing reactions, and this prank gets wild. Check it out.
Hello?
Yeah, hi. May I please speak with John Lambossi, please?
Oh, he's not here. Who is this?
My name is Russell. I'm calling with the legal department from the Motion Picture Association of America. How are you doing today, ma'am?
I'm okay. He doesn't live here.
Got you. Are you actually his legal guardian? We actually had another note here for a Mary Lambossi.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, excellent. I actually am calling in regarding an investigation that was started back in 1998. There were numerous pieces of copyrighted content downloaded and distributed through your internet protocol. Are you aware of this?
I don't know exactly what he was doing. I know he has a YouTube channel.
Yeah, we were actually made aware of that as well. It does seem that John Lambossi was illegally downloading enormous movie content, some of which that was the most problematic. Titles may sound familiar to you are Dumb and Dumber, Home Alone, Kindergarten Cop, Terminator.
Well, the names you mentioned, those are his kind of movies.
Yeah, no, I totally understand. One of the other ones that was actually partially produced by Fox was a Penetration Station 7. I'm not sure if...
I don't know what that is.
And then one of the other ones here was Edward Penis Hands. I don't know if you've... I think it's a pair...
I don't know anything about those.
Gotcha. I'm not sure if these were parodies or what they were. That there was a Goodwill Humping, for example, as well. Like it was.
Oh my goodness! No, I don't know anything about it.
Any chance that the title Harry Potter and the what is this here? Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Balls. Does that ring a bell at all?
No, none of these do. None of them.
Gotcha.
He hasn't lived here in quite a while.
I'm making notes here that these sound not familiar, just in case there's like a false positive. I can go ahead and tell them to kind of remove these from the file. Shaving Ryan's Privates.
I don't know anything about these. All these play on words, that sounds pretty awful to me.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
I understand. And again, I'm not here to pass any judgment. Teenagers, they get curious and that kind of thing. So there were quite a few of these. Like the next one here is Asablanca. I don't know what that means. Asablanca.
I don't know either.
Gotcha. Well, like I was saying, long story short, we do have 32 documented instances of copyright infringement here, and we can go ahead and just settle this out of court for $2,500 per instance. That would be just a grand total of $80,000. So if you guys were able to cut us a check, that could kind of just squash it immediately.
This is very strange to me that this happened. How many years ago?
This was back in 1998, but again, that we've been monitoring the case and kind of just gathering our evidence, going through logs, IPs, and all sorts of different data we had, and we kind of put it on the back burner, and then we actually, I'm somewhat of a fan of their channel. Actually, it's the junk food thing, right?
Yeah.
P.S. Their channel's called Healthy Junk Food and is actually mega entertaining. Just be careful if you're hungry. They've made some incredibly epic dishes, so go subscribe.
Yeah, so when I actually saw them, I was made aware of it. We got a ping on our automated tracking system. I kind of checked out some of the content. I was watching all the views they have. Millions and millions of views. It's just so many views and so many recipes. It's just John Lambossi's been stealing the fruits of our labor here for several years, and it's only fair that he finally gives back to the Academy. All these actors who are struggling could use the royalty checks. Like for example, Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone. Like I don't know if you've seen his condition lately, but I'm sure he wouldn't mind like a $2,500 check.
Oh my God. Well, you know what? I really had no idea about all this, and I don't want to be a part of it. I think he is an adult now. I think he has to settle this with you.
I understand, ma'am, you want to wipe your hands clean, but this is your son. You know what I mean? So, like, he was, when it comes to Shaving Ryan's Privates or whatnot, like, he was the person downloading these titles. So, and given that this was back in 98, he was still a minor at that time, correct?
It's about 19 years ago. Am I right?
Yep, that sounds correct.
So he was a little kid.
Yeah, again, I'm sorry. I know hearing titles like Penetration Station 7 and whatnot might be just kind of uncomfortable, but we've just had this file open on him for 19 years, just waiting on him to make enough money so he could come collect. And it seems like he hit that threshold.
Well, then I think that he needs to take care of that. He's the adult, and I don't even know how much he makes. I mean...
Well, do you by any chance have a spare $80,000 you could just maybe help us squash this for your son, just out of like love and compassion?
No, I don't. There's no.
We tried to reach out to JP and it did seem like he was ducking our calls. We sent him to over 20 letters. There hasn't been
my goodness.
We sent him, some correspondence via certified mail. Tried to have a representative go out to what seems to be his new apartment unit.
I feel really awful about this.
Well, ma'am, we're going to get through it together. In the worst case scenario, you don't have the funds. We could try to just, seize some property. If it's property that you don't care for very much, maybe like a shed or like an old car, maybe. We can start that way. I don't know if you possibly have like a luxurious mailbox. That's also one other avenue as well. Just like little things like that, we can try to kind of just like resell and make some money back that way, just to kind of help out. It's just it's my hands are kind of tied here. I'm just kind of trying to do my job.
I understand.
You could imagine how someone like Macaulay Culkin would feel getting cheated on and losing out on hard-earned money.
Well, yeah, of course. I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
If John Paul is making money now, and this will be a lesson for him that he can't do illegal things.
I gotcha. Whether it's Macaulay Culkin or the pornographic actors who put their bodies on the line, it's just like they didn't get paid. So, can't be busting nuts and not paying for it. It's not how it works.
Well, if you can't make contact with him to take care of this, what do you do next?
Let me go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead and circle back with my supervisor, but go ahead and just wait for my call back.
I'm going to be home.
Okay. All right. Well, again, ma'am, you sound like an incredibly sweet woman. I hope I didn't throw a big wrench in your day. I'll go ahead and call you back. Hopefully, just give you some closure on this ASAP, and just keep an eye out for my call.
Okay.
All right.
You.
Take care. Bye-bye. Oh my God, his poor, sweet, loving, nurturing mother. Like, I'm like dying. I want to push the boundaries a little bit more, but like, I'm good friends with JP, so this pains me. But it's all for the purpose of a prank, bro. Forgive me.
Now I coordinated with JP, who I've been referring to as John Lambossi, to continue the prank. He's giving her a call with me on the line so I can hear everything that happens.
Hello?
Hey,
Hello?
Mom.
Hi, honey.
Hey. Hi. I got like a knock on the door today. I was wondering did anybody call you regarding some legal matters or something weird?
Yep. As a matter of fact, about 15 minutes ago.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Well, what happened?
What happened? He told me that way back in 1998, when you were 16, you illegally downloaded movies, mostly pornographic, from illegal outlets, and being you were underage at the time, that I'm liable.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I didn't I mean, what kind of? They have like a list of titles?
He asked me if I had he read the titles off to me. They were disgusting. They were movie titles, but had a play on words, so they were pornographic.
It's probably Tim. I'm going to deny this one.
Okay. But the thing, 1998, you were 16.
So is this my problem, or like what's going on? What has to happen?
It's your problem and my problem because you were underage using my computer to do this illegal thing.
Well, I can't. There's no way that Julie and I can afford something like this. Like all of our money's tied. Like, Mom, you didn't download any of these?
Oh, no, honey, I didn't. I didn't even remember I had a computer in 1998. It's pretty bad.
Who is this person who even called you? Like, did he sound like official? Did he sound serious? Or?
Yes, he did.
I don't know. Mom, are you sure you didn't download anything? Like, what were the movie titles? What was this?
Oh, my
like,
God. They were like Saving Private Ryan's Balls. That kind of thing. I didn't want to even hear him. But that was the kind of thing. They would take a name of a movie and have, something pornographic, replace some of the words. And I wish I could remember the other ones. They were all awful.
All right, listen, Mom, I'm going to let you go. If he calls you, let me know what happens.
I will.
Well, I mean, good news is I get to see you soon.
John Paul, that's wonderful.
We can watch Saving Ryan's Private Balls together. It'll be like a way to.
Oh my God! Or one of the other titles. All right, I love you, John Paul.
Yo. Dude, that shit was so funny, and your mom is so fucking sweet and nice. Like, the nicest, most wholesome woman. And then when she said shaving Ryan's balls, like, dude.
I get to mute my phone. Julian, I was cracking.
Now I call her back myself as promised, to check in on the situation and see how his mom wants to proceed. JP and his partner Julia are on the phone and muted. I told them to text me once it seemed like I was potentially taking it a little too far.
Hello?
Yeah, hi. Is this Mary Lambossi?
Okay. It is.
Excellent. This is Russell calling you back with the legal department from the Motion Picture Association of America. How you doing, ma'am?
Well, I'm feeling very shocked and angry.
No, I totally understand. I hope you had a brief moment to process and kind of let this all sink in and maybe think about how you wanted to move forward. Did you yourself get a chance to chat with
Yes.
John Lambossi?
Actually, when you after you hung up, the phone rang about 15 minutes later, and it was my son.
Gotcha.
And he said that somebody knocked on his door today, and he said that he never ever did anything like that.
I spoke to my supervisor. We did have one of the actors here that was involved in the infringing act was here and wanted to talk to you personally. Maybe he can kind of explain some of the context about what's going on behind the scenes and why we do try to seize, our licensing fees in this manner when absolutely necessary. Can I go ahead and pass him the line real quick?
Well, I don't really want to talk to anyone else.
Hello, ma'am.
Excuse me, yes?
How you doing, ma'am? I was brought up to speed about the situation here, and, we try to figure out, a solution of what we could do, and, I was the star of Edward Penis Hands myself, and that was one of the titles that was infringed upon, but, it seems almost silly that somebody would pirate pornographic content, but it's actually one of the most pirated pieces of content online right now. It's just general adult material, you know what I'm saying? Us as actors, we human beings too, brothers gotta eat, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, I still am finding this hard to believe.
Yeah. Well, I just saying, I got stiffed by thieves like your son, you know what I'm saying? Like pardon my puns, but I just, I sat there humiliating myself in this movie. My hands were pretty much all dicks, and instead now, people just ripping it and not paying the right value for it. So it hurts me a lot.
You know what? I just want to talk to Russell right now.
Oh, okay.
And I don't want to.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I just thought it might help. Russell, can you talk?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes. Hi. Sorry. I was trying to just give you some context. Just I know this is all just very shocking and new.
You didn't have to do that. I certainly understand.
Got you.
But I'm going to stick by my son because I really don't believe that he would have done this. So I don't know what more to tell you.
I understand. But before I let you go, I did want to let you know one last very important thing. Are you sitting down?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. I just want to let you know that this entire thing, you are an incredibly sweet woman and just incredibly compassionate and kind. So I do need to let you know that this entire thing was just a prank call set up by your son, JP.
My God, I'm going to kill him. Okay.
You
know what? I kept thinking when you were saying all those stupid things. My God.
I actually might have someone familiar.
Terrible.
I'm sorry.
I believe that you don't know how scared I got. I kept saying my son wouldn't do anything like that.
I know.
I said, I wouldn't even know how to download a movie legally.
Oh my God. You were so incredibly sweet and kind about the whole thing. Like, honestly, even trying to pull the prank on you, I felt guilty like the entire time. Like, my heart was just...
Good, I'm glad you did. I could be fooled very easily, and I'm not too happy about that prank.
Oh my God. I'm actually a voice actor and a comedian. I do a bunch of different prank calls. I was Tyrone, who was talking about, with penis hands, my hands were... That was me too.
I know, when he said that, I said, I don't want to touch it.
Well, if
Julia,
it makes
did you have anything to do with it? Was this all his idea?
Oh, it was all Russell and JP. I had nothing, not at all.
Okay.
She can wipe her hands clean.
You know what? I bet I know why he thought this would be funny to do to me. Throughout his life, I kept saying, John Paul, someday I'm going to be visiting you in jail.
True.
Because he always manipulates these things.
Oh my God, that's hysterical. I also heard the conversation you had with JP when you were saying, like, he called about some title about, some Private Ryan's balls. I don't know what it was. Like, I was laughing so hard. Like, could not be more hilarious. But you are incredible. Thank you so much for your time. Honestly, if it makes you feel any better, we were actually going to do the reveal when they came out and visited you. But then it was just like, hey, we can't let her just linger and stew and think about this until then. It'd be way too mean. Nobody had the heart for that. But, like, it was so incredible. You were super great about it.
I can't believe... John Paul! This is me! I believe things! You can put... Don't do this to me!
You always said that I'd be put behind bars.
You are so bad. You are so bad.
Oh, God.
Bad.
Well,
and this Russell guy, you're bad, too.
Hey, I'm still on the line, okay?
It's okay. I kind of figured that.
Thank you guys for watching. That whole ordeal was so fun to pull off. Major shout out to JP and Julia from Healthy Junk Food. Their channel is genuinely awesome and you should definitely check it out. I've been subscribed since they had like 10K subscribers, so I'm an OG. Also, both of them recorded some fresh scripts in my automatic prank calling app that you can send out right now, and there's a new free prank of the week. Link is below. Go send out some free pranks, like this video, and I'll see you subscribers again next week.